Good morning, everybody. I'm hoping that we're live now. I'm by myself today. Well, I'm here with the soap dogs, so there's that. Good morning. So, this is probably going to be kind of a short one today. I'm going to talk a little bit about our shaving soaps. If you have never used one of our shaving soaps or doesn't or you don't know what a shaving soap is, I'm going to explain a little bit of that. We make them differently than we do any of our other soaps, our bar soaps, facial soaps, shampoos. We make these a little differently. Um, and we also make them with two different types of lye. Now, we talked about in previous Soap Lady Live chats that in order to make soap, you have to have lye somewhere in the process. And that's not a scary thing. During the soap making process, all of the lye is consumed. It reacts with the fats, it reacts with the butters and oils, and it all becomes soap. There's no lye left over. So again, I want to just reiterate that because a lot of people still they see lye on our ingredients list and they kind of freak out a little bit. And it's perfectly safe as long as it's well formulated and you're not going to get chemically burned or damage your skin by using that because you cannot create soap without lye. Anybody who's bought like a melt and pour kit or something, there was lye in that process somewhere to create the soap base that you melt and put in your molds. You're just not messing with it. So, which is why a lot of people think, oh, well, I make soap without lye. You might not use the lye. You might not interact with it, but at some point it had to be part of the process. Otherwise, it is a surfactant base, and it's not actual soap. It's a surfactant, which there is a difference. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that because we touched on that, I think, in episode 2 of Soap Lady Chats. Is it soap? So this morning, shaving soaps. So this is an example of one of our shaving soaps. We have 4 different scents. We've got green tea and cucumber, sandalwood, Rip on the Ranch, and tobacco bay leaf. These shaving soaps are created with 2 different types of lye. All right. So there is sodium hydroxide, which is the lye that you make bar soap, hard bar soap with. We use that in our shampoos, our facial bars, our body soaps. Those all only contain sodium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide is what you use to make your liquid soaps. Now, liquid soap is a little bit of a misnomer. We do now have liquid Castile soap here in house that we do make, sold in bulk, but you make a soap paste with that. So it's not, you don't just mix it together and oh, it's liquid. It makes a squishy paste, and then you dilute that paste with water, which then makes liquid soap. You can't do that with soap made with sodium hydroxide because it doesn't dissolve as readily. So, keeping that in mind, we blend both of those lyes together to make our shaving soap. And the reason we do that is because shaving soap, this is what it looks like before it's packaged. It's squishy, it's tacky feeling. It almost feels like, remember how you had the jars of paste in elementary school? It almost kind of has that feeling to it, and it will never harden up. That's the way it should feel. And the reason it feels that way is because it has the potassium hydroxide in it, the liquid soap lye. This makes it able to be dissolved much more rapidly. So if you are doing a wet shaving technique, which I even have props, mug, brush, you put the shaving soap, I'm not going to do it with the unpackaged one, but you put the shaving soap in there, you load your brush with water, you kind of prime your shaving soap, and you kind of use the brush to work up a lather. If we didn't do a blend of both potassium and sodium hydroxide in our shaving soaps, they would not work up that lather readily. They wouldn't dissolve easily, and it wouldn't be a good, sorry, I'm blowing dog hair off my keyboard. It wouldn't make a nice fluffy lather that you're able to use to shave. Do you need to have a mug and a brush to use our shaving soap? No, you don't. You can also use it like a shave gel. That's how I use it. It's how my husband uses it. It's how Janice uses it. All you have to do is just wet the shaving soap a little bit, rub it on whatever body part. If you're going to shave your face, just rub it on your face. One thing to keep in mind It's not going to lather that way. It could if you really worked on it, but it's meant to get that big, fluffy shaving cream type consistency with a mug and a brush. You don't need that to shave. There are some people that swear by it, and they've got to have that big lather, and that is not a problem. Our bars definitely produce a big, thick, dense, fluffy lather, and it stays. It doesn't fade away. We tested these a lot, and got a lot of feedback on them before we actually started marketing them. So some people really like that lather. They really want that, and that is totally cool. You don't have to have that to use this effectively. What we do is we add, it's made with aloe juice, and we put extra glycerin in it as well. So when you use this, it's going to give you that nice slip. It's going to give you the glide with the razor, so you're not nicking yourself. It's going to produce a really nice close shave and help moisturize your skin once you use it. There's no alcohol in it, so for those of you who still use the shaving cream out of a can, you're not going to get that burn after you shave like you will with shaving cream from a can, because we don't put any alcohol in it. There's nothing we need to, eject the shaving cream from the can, so we don't have all that extra stuff. It is still a soap, so it is still going to clean you. Silly me, sitting there in the shower using a bar of soap on my whole body, then turning around and going back and using the shaving soap on my legs. Yeah. You figure that one out. It took me like 6 months to realize what I was doing. So it is still a soap, so it is still going to clean you. It's going to wash you, clean you while you're shaving. So you don't need to use all the extra stuff unless you want to. That's totally fine as well. But anyway, that's how we formulate them. That's why we formulate them that way. You will see a lot of different shaving soaps out there. Some will make a regular cold process bar just with sodium hydroxide and put things like kale and clay in it to provide that slip. We found that just didn't give us the final product we really wanted. So that's why we developed them the way we did, more for a wet shaving. They're also not made in the cold process method. Now, if any of you have taken our soap class or know anything about making soap, cold process is when you add lye water to fats and oils. You don't apply any external heat to the soap batter at all. It heats up on its own. It goes through that process. You pour it in a mold, you cut it, you cure it for 4 weeks. Shaving soap, the dual lye shaving soap, we make in what's called a hot process method, which means we add extra water in. We mix everything in a crock pot till it's well blended, it's traced, it's where we want it to be, and then we let it cook off the extra water for about an hour and a half in the crock pot, stirring it occasionally and things like that. So what's happening is we're forcing all of that saponification to happen very quickly, and then we're curing it by cooking off the excess water as it sits and cooks in the crock pot. So once it's done in that, it's not as runny as a regular soap base. It's more gloppy, if you will. We put it into round silicone molds, and the next day we pull it out, we cut it. At that point, you can use it. It doesn't need to sit on the shelf any longer to cure because the excess water has already been cooked out of it. Full saponification has happened. We're just really speeding up the process. It doesn't get any harder sitting on the shelf because it's meant to be tacky and squishy, like I said earlier. So it is ready to go within a day or two of having been made. We just have to package it up and things like that. So it's really, it's a little bit lengthier of a process to make on the front end, excuse me, because you don't just mix it together and pour it in a mold. You have to cook it off. You have to stir it. You have to add things after it's cooked. That's when we add in extra glycerin. That's when we add in any fragrance we're going to use. It's after the cooking is done and we've removed the heat from it. We mix it all up and then put it in the molds. So the curing is kind of done on the front end. So you don't have that 4-week time period we usually do with all of our other soaps we make. So yeah, just a basic thing about that. Women, men, anybody who has any body hair that they want to shave off, this is a great product for that. I use it. My husband uses it. Janice uses it. I don't know if her husband uses it or not. I have not asked him his bathroom habits, so that'd be kind of weird. But anyway, something I want to point out, and the reason we're talking about shaving soap today is This month it's Father's Day, right? It's Father's Day on what, Sunday the 16th. So the promotion we are running all month is buy a shaving soap and get the free body soap. Get a matching body soap for free with it. Every shaving bar we make has a complimentary body soap scent. This is sandalwood. Yes, these shaving soaps are $12. They are severely underpriced for what you're getting. These things last a really long time. It's very high quality shaving soap. They last a really long time, especially if you're using a mug and a brush. I mean, you're talking 3-4 months if you're using a mug and a brush. My father uses it and he says it lasts significantly longer than a can of shaving cream. So you're getting a good value for $12. So for this month, you buy a shaving soap, you're going to get the matching body soap free, in store, online. The other thing we also have are these shave and body soap sets. We've had these up on our website for quite a while. They come in a little slider package. We do wrap a raffia ribbon, make a nice little gift. These are on sale right now for $13. So basically you're getting the shaving soap and the gift packaging and a free bar. So these are on sale all month for $13. Again, just a standalone shaving soap. You're going to get a free body bar to go with it. If you wanted to make a nice Father's Day gift or something, we have these gorgeous ceramic shaving mugs. We chose to make them with a pop socket handle. Easier to kind of handle if you're doing the whole wet shave thing. I've watched some people, they really like a bowl that'll fit into their hand or whatever. We tested a bunch of different ones and got feedback, and people really seem to like this pop socket thing. These ceramic shaving mugs are made by friends of ours who are over in Reisterstown, Glendon, Montana makers. They are a family of crafters and artisans and have a booth at the Hampstead Farmers Market. And they've been making these shaving mugs for us for a little over a year now. You can get the shaving mug all by itself. We also have, I think this is boar bristle. I don't really know. It might be badger. I don't use this. I apologize to all of you who are wet shavers for my lack of knowledge about brushes. I know this is a very personal thing for people who wet shave, whether they like a synthetic, a boar bristle, a badger hair, a horse hair. I don't know the things, but we have these. You can buy them as a set or as the mug, just the mug. They are also on our website. So when you're checking out, that makes a nice Father's Day gift if for somebody in your family who shaves. Anyway, so that's about it for me today. I've got to jump off early because I'm flying solo today. Janice's oldest is graduating from high school. Congratulations, Morgan. Congratulations to the class of 2024, Manchester Valley, and all of the other high schools out there. So I will be by myself today. The shop is open until 4. Della the Soap Dog and I are here. And of course, our website is always open. And if you've got any comments or questions or anything you'd like to discuss, as we always say at the end of a Soap Lady chat, drop us a DM, send us an email, something you'd like to know more about. We're trying to do these every other week. Last week, I kind of forgot, which is why I'm doing it today. Apologies. So we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. And all of these Soap Lady live chats are available on our Facebook. We also have a YouTube channel where we kind of use as a repository for these. And our wonderful marketing team at Gold Bear Media is now uploading these videos onto our Lather and Learn page on our website. So you can watch these later and go back and reference. We try to make these educational, try to teach you a little something you maybe didn't know. We don't usually use this platform as kind of a, hey, this is a new product thing. I did today just because it's Father's Day and I was talking about shaving soap anyway. But you're going to learn something new. We'll talk about natural ingredients. We'll talk about the things we do. And again, if you have any questions or comments or want us to address a topic, please hit us up. Let us know what you'd like to see. And we will see you in 2 weeks. Y'all have a fabulous, fabulous day. Bye.